Well, I have received an answer from YouTube, and it states, Dear Jade Shadow, thank you for your counter notification. Unfortunately, it's unclear to us whether you have a valid reason for filing a counter notification, so we won't be able to honor your request. Counter notifications are only used when content has been removed as a result of mistake or misidentification, which may include exceptions like fair use. Well, YouTube, if you had bothered to look at the article whose link I submitted to you, if you actually bothered to watch the video, because you have the URL link, you have the submission of copyright claims on the video, you could have watched the video or clicked on the article link or both to see that I in no way at all used any copyrighted material. None whatsoever. Anytime I even mentioned the leaks, they were mentioned as the leaks. I in no way showed any images, gameplay, footage, or anything like that. Nothing. Nothing at all that could have remotely been constituted or construed as copyright material. Nor, in the copyright strike itself, does the third-party entity who is acting on behalf of Sony Interactive Entertainment of America, and I do know that for a fact because when I highlight the little section under my dashboard for that copyright strike, it says acting on behalf of Sony Interactive Entertainment of America. Nowhere in that does it claim where specifically the copyright material is. It's just a manual strike, which means someone went in, did not like what I was saying, and went, strike. Hello, this is Mara Jade, and I'm here to give a refresher course on fair use because apparently YouTube does not remember at all what that constitutes. So here it is. Here it is, YouTube. What is fair use? In the most general sense, a fair use is any copying of copyrighted material done for a limited and transformative purpose, such as to comment upon, criticize, or parody a copyrighted work. I will repeat that. As such as to comment upon, criticize, or parody a copyrighted work. Remember how memes were even under attack on Reddit and Twitter? No one was safe? Well, guess what? Those fall under parody and those fall under fair use. Such uses can be done without permission from the copyright owner. In other words, fair use is a defense against a claim of copyright infringement. If your use qualifies as a fair use, such as most of the videos that have been facing copyright strikes, then it would not be considered an infringement. Basically. So what is a transformative use? If this definition seems vague or ambiguous, be aware that millions of dollars in legal fees have been spent attempting to define what qualifies as a fair use. Blah, blah, blah. Like free speech, they wanted to have an expansive meaning that could be open to interpretation. They did not want to limit its definition. So most fair use analysis falls into two categories: commentary and criticism, and or parody. Both of which have been under attack by Sony and its little minions and that third-party entity, and by extension Naughty Dog with its silence. There is in no way, you cannot in any way say to me with a straight face that Naughty Dog does not know what's happening. Or that Sony does not know what's happening. Because guarantee it, I can guarantee it, that Sony is going to try to claim plausible deniability. That some person got a little hasty with the strike button. Even though they say they're acting on your behalf. So someone at Sony Interactive Entertainment of America does know what is going on. And if I were a shareholder, I can't beat this dead horse enough. If I were a shareholder, I would be wanting to roll some heads because this is affecting sales. Both now, because people have canceled their pre-orders. People are saying they're not buying the game at all. Now, I'm not saying that the game itself is not going to do well in terms of sales as of now. But continue doing this, and you're going to impact sales down the road. Because now you have people telling me, again, they have in no way at all any desire to buy Sony products whatsoever, to include the PS5, Sony, Naughty Dog, your little minions at Muso Limited Incorporated, or whatever the hell they call themselves, and YouTube. You continue to do this, and your day of reckoning comes closer and closer and closer. So, commentary and criticism. if you are commenting upon or critiquing a copyrighted work, for instance, writing a book review, fair use principles allow you to reproduce some of the work to achieve your purposes. Some examples of commentary and criticism include, and he gives examples here. The underlying rationale of this rule is that the public reaps benefits from your review, which is enhanced by including some of the copyrighted material. Additional examples of commentary or criticism are provided in the examples of fair use cases. So basically, our commentary and criticism is reviewing Sony's behavior in this instance. So it falls under fair use. We are commenting upon the miscarriage of justice. It's literally a miscarriage of justice because the big corporation is attacking the little guy. And in trying to stifle bad publicity so as not to affect sales down the road, they are, irony of ironies, creating bad publicity and affecting sales down the road because people are seeing this. Again, it's like Sony had a pain in its foot and decided to shoot it, figuring another form of pain will get rid of the other pain, and then wonder why their foot still hurts. Parody. A parody is a work that ridicules another, usually well-known work, by imitating it in a comic way. Memes. Memes. Judges understand that, by its nature, parody demands some taking from the original work being parodied. Unlike other forms of fair use, a fairly extensive use of the original work is permitted in a parody in order to conjure up the original. So, memes, 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 memes. What's also been under attack. So again, this is a refresher course. This is what fair use is. And again, I'm going to resubmit the counter notification. I am going to, with the help of Ryan Kindle, because he showed me what he had written, and I'm going to make sure that I include all that, what he gave as an example for his counter notification, as well as the link, again, to the article, so they can look at the article, look at my video, look at the fact that it falls under fair use, and maybe do their due diligence, do their fucking job, and actually be a platform for the little guy. Now, granted, yes, I know that the ones themselves that actually just leaked the gameplay, the leaks themselves, and they got taken down, well, that was on them, because they did violate the copyright laws. But the rest of us, the ones that are just talking about the leaks, the ones that are just commenting on Sony's behavior, we are not violating anything, and yet we have been facing copyright strikes. And again, the day of reckoning is going to come sooner rather than later if Sony, Naughty Dog, YouTube, and Sony's little minions at Muso Limited continue this travesty of justice, this miscarriage of justice, this blatant miscarriage of justice, I should say. But at any rate, let me know down in the comments what you think. Again, were you planning on buying this game? Are you still planning on buying this game? Yes or no? Why or why not? Let me know what you think of the whole situation, because unlike Naughty Dog, unlike PlayStation, unlike Sony, I'm not disabling the comments at all, because I take everything. I take all comments. Positive, negative, and even the trolls. So, that's just my 2 cents on this whole situation. Going to submit the counter notification. If you like this video, leave a thumbs up. Share on social media, if you will. You can catch me tomorrow around 9 p.m. Eastern, my time. I have to confirm with Lethal Lightning on that, because we do a weekly live stream together, so we have to work around time zones, and we are going to be discussing this whole situation with Sony and the copyright strikes, as well as the disastrous live stream that Xbox put out when they claimed that we were going to see exclusive gameplay for their upcoming games, their new games, when in reality, all we really got were trailers and basically gaming captures, cinematics, for want of a better way of saying it. That's all we really got. They look good, but not what we were hoping. But at any rate, that's what to expect, and maybe other topics of the live stream tomorrow. So until that live stream, until my next video, this is Mara Jade with another refresher course on fair use, because YouTube needs it, and I'll catch you all on the dark side with my next video. Take care.